Guns and Silver and Knives back with you, talking about recent developments, particularly in the silver category, and numismatic coins, collectible coins, but 90% silver and 80 to 90% silver. The lowest silver content coin I have in this showing is this Canadian $1 from 1953, I believe it is. Actually, my birth year coin. Yeah, 1953. It's sweet. Great condition. They didn't get used much. I don't think Canadians, by the time they got the silver coins in their circulation, they already were using folding money big time. The 8 real coin from the Spanish era, but this was minted for Spain in Peru in 1805, which is in itself pretty remarkable to me. I like it. It feels good to hand. Everybody, oh no, don't touch it with your hand or whatever, it's going to last. Nah, I personally think nothing lasts forever, and you should, if you want to touch a silver coin and make a transaction with it with another person, just wash your hands afterwards. Although silver in itself has a certain antibiotic quality. In fact, people, when they traveled across the country in wagons, quite often put silver dollars in the water barrels. And they found it reduced the bacterial infection in the water. They didn't know it was bacterial infection until Pasteur showed them around 1865 or 70. But yeah, silver coins have been a cure. Silver has actually been a curative or a antibacterial agent since its inception for coins and use in general. But these coins aren't that. They're collectible. This is 90%, maybe even not. Well, it's at least 90% silver from 1806. Pardon me. Right? Maybe 1805. I'm not sure. That's a 5 or a 6. This one from I'll go back. This coin is a 150-year celebration coin from 1810 to 1960. 150-year celebration 10 peso, 90% silver coin from Mexico. 10 pesos. Pretty cool, huh? I like it. It's neat to collect silver coins from the world, even. This one is a 10 kroner 150-year celebration coin from Norway, 1814 to 1964. I don't know what they were freeing themselves from, but it's their 150-year free Norway coin, collectible, 92%. It's a sterling silver coin from Norway. It's got writing along the perimeter, or the edge, outer edge. I think it's till the mountains melt into the sea, it says, on the outer rim. Cool coin. And then, of course, there's the silver dollars. U.S. silver dollar coins from 1878 is the first minting of the Morgan dollar, which is this cameo here. Is the artist went by the name of Morgan, and his cameo was of a Lady Liberty. It's remarkable. It's the most favored coin design I've come across. I believe most coin collectors consider this the most favorable, beautiful coin around. I do too. And they carry both numismatic value and silver value. And at 90% silver, 10% copper, this coin, all the silver dollars, even the peace dollar, 90% silver, and they all weigh within way less than a tenth of a gram. 26.73 grams is the nominal weight of a Morgan dollar or peace dollar. 31.1 grams is the troy ounce weight of silver. 1 ounce of silver is 31.1 grams. At 90% silver, this coin is about 0.77 grams of silver, or ounce, 0.77 of an ounce of silver, 3/4 of an ounce of silver. Peace dollars the same way. This was first minted in 1921, this particular style of the U.S. $1 silver coin. This is in 1924. And what I was going to tell you is today, or actually yesterday, silver reached the all-time high price of around $51 per ounce, which makes these coins, without their numismatic value, out their collectible value, worth $38 each. Any one's all buffed down, rubbed down, can't hardly see the features on the coin. All of them worth a minimum of $38 each. There's no junk silver if you want to know the truth. It's pretty neat about collectibles, huh? That is to me. As for guns, not so much. Firearms have a collectible value to some people. Mostly they have a practical value in terms of if they're functional or have a history to them, something interesting about them. The old single action shooters, the muzzle loaders, all the original stuff has got a real following to it. Lever action rifles, early pistols, the 59 series of the Smith & Wesson's third generation semi-automatic pistols. I like those, but still they don't have a per ounce value. They pretty much have a functional and quality value in terms of numismatic value on a firearm, a pistol. That's why I'm not real big on collecting them. I do like them. I like certain series, Beretta in particular, the CZs, pistols from World Firearms, on all the Smith & Wesson line. Colt, somewhat. I think they're overpriced. But yeah, I'm a gun collector. I like them. I'm not that so much anymore because I'm getting old, and I don't want to keep a bunch of firearms around when I'm a geezer. I feel a liability attached to that I don't want to be responsible for. But I do like them. I like collectible firearms. Knives I'm really digging. I think they're some of the best. They make me happy. Us buck knives are great, but I like some of these Asian models, Asian and non-buck designs, the Civivi models I'm a big fan of. All the Spyderco, even the ones made in China, which I have a couple. I have 5 import Spyderco. I won't go over them, I've done it before, but the one that I do have and I put in my EDC collection or carry all the time because they're not necessarily big collectible. They're in a value-wise, they're in a $20 or $30 range. This is a Spyderco Insistent. It has a shorter blade, but I like the design, the leaf design on the blade, and the Spyderco Spidey hole deployment. The spider hole. These are made in what, Jiangxing, or that big knife produced in town in China is where Spyderco has this knife made, and it's a tank. All of them, from the Tenacious, the biggest one I have, the Tenacious, smallest is an Ambitious. This is the Insistent, and they're all the Value series Spyderco knives imported from Asia, and I like them very much. The Civivi Elementum, I've got it in my collection series. I really think this is a beautiful knife. I think they are available in different steels and different costs, as is this knife. It went for $50. I think they're still offered for around $51, even from discount markets, Amazon, Walmart. And some different scale colors, G10 scales, steel frame, also made in the Knife City, China. The Civivi Praxis, Mini Praxis, I have the Praxis too, but the Mini Praxis is a fun EDC knife. It doesn't deploy as smoothly as I'd like. You have to put a lot of wrist snap in it to be confident it's going to open easy on you. But I like it. And I've messed with the pivot pin, all that. And I've oiled it up, and sometimes it works real great, sometimes it doesn't. But it's also the lowest, it's the budget knife in the Civivi line of flippers. The Mini Praxis, I think that's G10 also, textured G10. It might be FRM, but I think it's textured G10 scales. And it's around $29, $30. Budget or bargain prices from Walmart and Amazon. Great knife though. And everybody's go-to multi-tool, the SAKs, and with the Spartan. I won't show you all the blades on, although, you know what's cool is the big blade on all my, they're 88 or 95 millimeter knives. They're all fantastic blades, all of them. And all the tools on the SAK are ever usable, always usable. Other one I've got, cool one I've got, there's several Evolution models. This is one, the S101. And it's got the main blade that has a half stop. And then when you lock it out, it won't close unless you compress the liner lock. Take it to half stop, close it. Safety features, has the corkscrew, different features to it that are cool, and a fun version. The blade is a clip-on the Evo, which is unique. And the final is the Tinker, SAK Tinker, designated so because it has a Phillips head screwdriver. Very neat. Not sure which one that has an awl. Has an awl. Aluminum liners. Now it came out interesting to me because of the, particularly of interest, the aluminum liners aid in the function of the corkscrew, is that when you bring the cork up to a certain level, when you you get a standoff about the length of the tang on that corkscrew, and then you rock it over so the lip of the bottle touches the frame, and it pulls out the cork a little that way, and then you rock it over. See how it's got this little motion here? At any rate, it rocks back and forth, and you can bring the cork up and out until you pop it out. It does leave marks on the aluminum frame part or handles or liners, aluminum frame liners, which is too bad, but it makes you know you've been using your knife for a good cause, opening wine bottles. Yeah, the Spartan has the corkscrew. Well, that's been dusty. Great though. All right, we've got all our collectible knives and carry knives and practical stuff for this particular session of guns, being a 2016 Smith & Wesson Shield 2.0, model 2.0 9mm, a variety of world and U.S. silver coins, 90% silver on the U.S. Franklin half dollar, 1952. It's a sweetie. He was a homely looking guy in his old age, but Franklin was a founding father and a great man. All right. Thank you for watching, all you knife and gun and silver people. God bless you. Remember that Jesus Christ loves you, died for you. You are saved by his blood shed on the cross. Belief in the Lord Jesus Christ and salvation to the Lord and the resurrection. Like I said, God bless you and have a good day.